Alright, this is Invisible Ink. I don't know what the recording quality is going to be like because it didn't work with Fraps. I'm using OBS, and OBS is very weird to me sometimes. This is the mission select screen. I'm going to choose a mission because that's what you got to do here. But it kind of matters what you choose. The little shields tell you the difficulty, so this one's a harder one. But it's an executive terminals one, which means it'll find me other missions. And that matters because the types of missions are really important. This one's a cybernetics lab. That means we can upgrade my agents there. That one's basically a shop. This one's another cybernetics, and that's another executive. So, I want to do an easy one. Don't want it to be too far away. Actually, I don't mind if it's too far away. Nanofab's a bad idea because that's your shop. No, you don't have any money yet. So maybe cybernetics, or maybe... I mean, actually, executive would be a good one because I want more options right now. So, are they both double difficulty? Yeah, they are. Alright, I'll just do the closest one, and we'll just see how I do against a 2 difficulty mission. Normally, I would never do a difficulty 2 mission as my first one. But I'm experimenting with the idea that I might have got slightly better in terms of in a tactical sense, rather than simply leveling up. Because when you start, obviously your agents are just basic; they got no upgrades or anything. So you have 2. You can get more, but only if you happen to find a detention center, and only if it happens to have an agent in it, which has only happened to me once in my entire time playing this game. This is a hard map so far. Okay, those red doors can't be opened until you get a pass card from the guards, and if there were no guards in this section, then the map would be impossible. I've had maps that look impossible before. I've never actually had one that was impossible yet, because they're randomly generated. So it wouldn't be totally surprising if it did happen. Pays to be very cautious, and the main way you take out enemies is by hiding by a door and engaging melee overwatch, which means if someone comes near you, you'll taser them. And tasers are your only weapons to start off with, and for most of the game in fact. And they can only knock people out temporarily, and they have to recharge, which is kind of crazy. So actual combat is extremely limited. But you can... Okay, something weird's going on here. I guess... Difficulty 2. Maybe on difficulty 2 you get these demon things? So those fancy circuitry borders mean there's like a really nasty program on these items, which means if I hack them, something terrible will happen. And usually those are kind of late game things, so get one on your first mission is crazy, but then I've never done a difficulty 2 first mission before. I'll definitely hack this one because it's safe to do so. That's just safe, it'll have money in it, or something worth money. Or something that looks like it will be worth money and it takes up a whole inventory slot and is really difficult to take away, and then when you finally get it back it doesn't appear to be worth anything at all. This agent I'm controlling right now, International, she can hack things from a distance, so she's going to hack this console. It's actually through a wall and like 6 tiles away and get 3 power. We spent some power to hack this safe, but we can't access it right away because the hacking thing I'm using is a little, it's called Parasite. You can see the little beetle legs on that thing. Means it's very cheap to start hacking things, but it takes at least 1 turn, and if it's like a difficulty 3 hack, it will take 3 turns, and so on. I like it because it's cheap, and there are lots of advantages to having lots of power, as in life. So no actual enemies yet. Oh, I forgot to do something. I was going to look at how much it costs to hack that. Oh yeah, I should have hacked that. Okay, we're going to have to hack this before we can go anywhere, so I will. Oh, we missed... No, we didn't miss a door. Why does that look unfamiliar? Oh, because I rotated the camera, right. So that's a power supply and that's a turret. Power supply is supplying the turret. If I hack the power supply, I'll disable the turret. If I hack the turret, it will work for me instead. And I think I'm going to do that. The only reason that's a difficult decision, like normally you'd just be like, in a normal game you'd be, of course I want the turret to kill everyone for me. Oh, that's great. That's really good. I'm going to give that to International because she's the hacker. Yeah, the only reason it's a decision is that killing people isn't necessarily good in this game. It does have a practical disadvantage, which is that the alarm level in the top right, so it goes up by 1 every turn, pretty much no matter what you do. If you kill people, it goes up by 2 extra ones, so 3 in total. It's not... Early on it feels really stressful because you're like, I'm constantly setting off alarms or whatever, but I think it's slightly misnamed. It's more like security levels. Like, a new guard might arrive, but they don't know where you are. It's not like you actually set off an alarm. It's more like just security's getting tougher by the minute. I guess we should look in through this door. I'm sort of loath to even check because there's a turret covering it, and the turret's got a demon on it, and so it's just a horrible situation that I don't want to have to deal with. And is that guy armoured? He's got, oh my god, he's got double thickness heavy armour. That is, I think it's literally impossible to have any way of... Oh no, actually there is one character who could deal with that situation. I can't. I've chosen International, who's a great hacker, who can sense electronics through walls and hack them through walls. And Deckard, who can run further than anyone else silently, and also can cloak, which is fucking ridiculous. Like, either one of those abilities would be a huge deal. Put them both in melee Overwatch. And end the turn. I never really know whether guards are going to come through a door or not. God, you can hack that from all the way over there, isn't that great? She might as well do that. And here, okay, this whole room. Why can we see so much of this room? We must have peeked through it earlier. Right, that is a shop, basically. And nothing else in there I really want, and there's 3 fucking guards, which is crazy. I think I just have to be really cautious here. It's a console database, I don't care that much about that. And it's got a demon on it, so I'm not super keen on it. 2 safes, oh my god, everything's got a demon on it. I'm gonna have to go around and just check that there's nothing more. Why can't she peek? Oh, she's out of action points. Well, everything in this place is a fucking nightmare. Never do a difficulty 2 mission as your first mission. Clearly. Might be fun just to gun that guy down, because you've got... Oh, maybe you can't. Well, I'll learn something from it. So I'm going to hack that. And there's all kinds of other good stuff to hack over here, but it's all got demons on it. It's not that I won't hack something with a demon on it, but it's better to leave it as late as possible, because it could do something like increase the hacking cost of every other thing in the level. So you want to have already hacked some shit before that happens. Hello, sir.
Warning. Demon installed.
Ah, can't hack anything for 2 turns. See, that's a bit of a bitch. Let's just check, see what's over there. But that thing's on our side now. In theory, I think he should be shooting that guy. Maybe he's too far away. We can take this guy down. It's all such a fucking nightmare. I think, yeah, we should take this guy down. I'll do it with Deckard. What's happening? Okay. I always forget where you have to click the icon to do this. And we'll loot him. He's got a pass card that actually would be useful on this level. But I don't strictly need to upgrade his inventory just yet. Inventory is sort of like a skill, and skills you upgrade with money rather than anything else. So I'm going to take the Buster chip onto International because she's going to use it later. Then that leaves room free for Deckard to take the pass card. He doesn't really need that yet. Oh, she's out of action points. God. She's out of action points and he isn't. Well, now she's blocking the door, so we can't do anything anyway. That room is also a nightmare. And I can't do anything about it for 2 whole turns. So yeah, this guy would wake up in 3 turns, but while Deckard is pinning him, the countdown won't start, so it'll be 3 turns after Deckard gets off him, basically. So sometimes there's a fun juggling act of trying to make sure each of your agents ends the turn sitting on somebody. Ah, here we go, here we go. Show me this. It's gone into Overwatch now, but it still doesn't shot the guy. It's possible that it just doesn't have the penetration. Because I can't select it, so I can't really see its stats or anything. Alright, International could go through here and zap that guy. But I still can't hack anything. That's such a massive problem. We could just leave this whole area and go back and investigate those 2 locked doors. They probably lead to this place though, don't they? Locked doors don't necessarily lead anywhere good, it's just random which ones are locked. I'm quite tempted to have her go over here. God, there's a camera bot there too. This might be a terrible mistake. She had the Anarchy skill level, that would be so handy. That device is the thing that lets you hack things just by using it up close, and it recharges, which is awesome. And that means it doesn't cost any of your power. Power's in the top left there. That's what you get when you hack a console, and it costs... that's what you get when you access a console, and it costs power to hack anything else. I think he's just going to stay there, isn't he? Yeah. Put her on melee Overwatch. Not optimistic about how that's going to work out. I'm pretty sure a camera droid is going to see me or something. Yes, it's got him down! Yes! That's fantastic. So gain 2 alarm levels, but like I said, it's not as huge a deal as it seems when you first start playing. And I can use Incognito again. Woo! So he could actually... we can hack that cheaply and with no consequence. So let's do that. At some point, maybe I'll hack like all the demon safes all at once. Oh, and I'd like to hack that guy because that's super annoying. Could take that guy down this turn, but it's just a question of after I've done it, I'd have to go all the way over there. That leaves me with 5 action points. Don't think that's enough to drag him back here. I wonder if there's a way I could use Deckard to help in some way. I don't think so. Because the attack doesn't actually take much action points up, if any. I think I'm just going to leave her where she is. We'll have control of that camera drone soon. That'll help. Should Deckard go and do this stuff? I think you might as well. He's pretty exposed, but I'm pretty sure this area is safe for now. Oh, he's gone now. And we've got the camera drone, which is great. So I control this one now. And he can't hurt anyone, but he can... Oh look, and that guy's... No, I don't know how I'm seeing that. Oh, just the camera drone, is it? The camera drone can see all the way over there. Anyway, the point is that those 2 locked doors do just lead to this room in no interesting way. So, camera drone, go and open a door. Oh, and that's the exit, great. You can't... Basically, once you found the exit, you can leave at any time. There's no particular objective you have to complete. But... most levels have, something in particular that they're good for. And this one, it seems to be that data terminal. So that's good to know. Now that guy's around that corner, I don't know, it still might be a stupid idea to actually attack anybody. That camera's about to turn on, I don't really care about that. Let's have Deckard do his thing first. I don't know quite what his thing is, I guess just raid this safe. Oh, and loot the guard actually. Whoa, 470! That's a huge amount of money. I'm up to 1,000 already. That's fantastic. This guy had 160 and stim 3. Wow, which restores 8 AP and has a 4-turn cooldown. That's fantastic. Sorry if my chair is squeaky. I could upgrade my inventory and that would be worth it. Like, I'm going to have to do it at some point, but there is value in just having cash on hand. So I'm just going to drop the pass card for now, because I already know where the 2 locked doors are, and neither of them are very interesting to me. But International is in some trouble. Oh, wait, okay. What she could do is take that guy out and then just go through this door. That's where we want her to be anyway. She'll get noticed, which means the other guard will probably know where she is.
Hey, what was that?
But she can take him down rather brilliantly. She can steal all his shit. Don't need the pass card. And she can go through this door. And that means, I mean, she can actually go all the way through here, but she might as well close this door while she's at it. Closing door seems to take no action points at all. And obviously blocks line of sight, which is super important in this game. So, Deckard's done all he needs to. I'm very aware that the guy he was sitting on before is going to be waking up soon. Possibly now. He could use that terminal while we're here. What are we doing? Oh, that one doesn't have a demon on it. Why did I think it did? I should definitely hack that then. So although this level was a bitch in many ways, the armoured guy we ended up taking out with the turret, which is great. And it's good to know for future reference that turrets have very good penetration. And also the cameras just are not in very annoying positions. Oh, I could hack that as well. Yeah, I should hack that as well. Because those two just don't even matter, I don't think. Next turn I'll have Deckard hack that console. He won't get as much out of it as International would, but it would be too inconvenient to have her actually come all the way over here. We gain 1 hacking point per turn. And then on top of that she can... Ooh, I should have moved the drone. Because he's going to wake up soon. Okay, well that just opened those doors without me meaning to, really. Could he... I wonder if he could sit on a body. That would be hilarious. Let's have her run. Actually, she can shut that door. And then I'll have her run, which is audible, but not at the distance that we're worried about. And that's an interesting camera, because I didn't think there was a route through to that area. There must be a door over here. Site plans. Alright, on this occasion I will upgrade her inventory. This was... yeah, this is an executive mission, isn't it? So that must be things that tell me where other things are. Yeah, I wish I'd thought to try putting the drone on the corpse. That would have been funny. And informative. This... no, that camera actually can't see anything useful. Yeah, it's worth him doing this. Oh, 4 power, fantastic. Alright, that solves all the power. I can blackmail some people, which costs me power. I don't think I care about that, unless it gets me loads of money. That would cost me all the power that I'm getting from it. I could try and steal more power, but I don't need more than the 4 I'm getting normally. Let's spend the 4. 250 credits, fucking hell. That's great. That's really good. I didn't think I'd get the chance to do something like that. The reason I went with that was some options like that depend on your skill in a certain area, and it'll tell you what your skill is, and that presumably determines your chance of success. But because that one was a straight cost, the phrasing and the kind of presentation of it made me think there wasn't any risk of failure. It was more like, if you're willing to spend 4 power, you will get this. And money is more important than power, because power generates automatically. Money does not, famously. This area is going to get nasty next. I don't think Deckard will ever make it through here. Oh, well, we do want to go shopping, don't we? He's up for another 2 turns, that's interesting. Oh yeah, and he's got... that's what the exit is, so Deckard will definitely have to go through there at some point. But I'm very curious about this whole area. God, there are so many enemies between Deckard and the exit. It's worrying. If I'm not using my hacking for anything particular... It'd be great to have eyes on this area, but there actually isn't a camera pointing at it. So let's just hack this one. Because I want to go through there next turn. Or at least find out why I wouldn't. Yeah, it's a shame there's so many guards, because it'd be a great mission to take some time on and like get all these safes. Not impossible for me to do that anyway. So there's a guard right over there, I need to be wary of that. I think that is not a bad idea. Oh no, that was a terrible idea. Yeah, that's not really a good place for him to go, is that? He can go there. But we kind of need to know... We need to get the jump on that guy, basically. Can't believe that guy's still asleep. Can I? No, it's weird, I can't hack the drone, I think, because I can't see it. I'd gladly spend another point to hack it again. Let's make sure everyone is in melee Overwatch. Oh. Oh, weird. I don't know how far down this rabbit hole I really want to go, because there's 2 safes on right here, there's a shop I want to use. There's a lot of power consoles that International hasn't hacked. Yeah. I might just go back, because the longer you take, the more security show up. And there's no reason to, like, just because this is leading in a long, presumably dead end, that doesn't mean there's going to be something good at the end of it. It's random, it can be shit. Well, that guy still hasn't moved. That's a bit annoying. What if we were to go here? Oh god. I didn't think this through well enough. Who is seeing that? What is watching that? A camera? No. There's no camera watching that. Also, what is that? Oh, that is a camera. Oh, that's so weird. It's meant to be like lit up red and showing a red scanny thing like that, if it's on. But it's coming up as hackable, which means it's on. And sure enough, that area looks seen. If that door was shut, it'd be great to wait there and ambush this guy if he comes around. But it's not shut. So that's a bad plan. I guess hack this. International's had her move, so she can't do anything about that guy. This is a terrible place to sit if that door is going to stay open, which it is. So I think I'll just go back to where I was. There's no good spots around here. Ooh. Shit. They all bolted into the room I wanted to go in. So International doesn't really need to go in that room. We just want to buy something. Deckard has to go through that room. One way or the other. Just double check that's true. Yeah. No matter what's through that room, it doesn't link back to any of this. So since he has to go through there anyway, he might as well be the one to stop off at the shop. And if we're going to do that, we could just raid these two safes before we go. The International literally doesn't even have to enter that room again. She's just got a clear path to the exit. It would be quite nice of her to help out and maybe take care of one of these guys. Fucking hell, there's a lot of guys. So there's two there. I think, yeah, there's a third. Fucking hell. She could, if she went there. She can have 2 action points left. I think that would be enough to get back in and use the shop, but let's not risk it. Let's instead close this door. No one's looking at it, so no one will find that suspicious. Hack this drone. And that'll give us eyes in that room. And then if Deckard's going to come, he should do it soon. But do I want to hack these two safes first? It's kind of a crazy, audacious move. It cost me 5 power. Which International can recover. But it causes 2 demons, and that could be really nasty. Fuck it, I'm gonna do it. Make life interesting. Can Deckard get to that doorway? He can. I don't actually want him to go through yet, but he might as well shut that door. So the next turn I can loot this stuff in peace. Oh, I'm scared about what those are going to do. Let's find out. Okay. Oh my god, oh my god. They opened the door in International. She's taking one of them out. Oh, fucking hell. And now... Why isn't the... Okay. Oh, because the security ratings went up just as I hacked him, so he's not on my side. Okay, well that's a mess of icons. Yeah, so that's why that guy is not helping. She is actually safe because she can just shut that door. That gets her out of it. So when guards have a gun pointed at you, it doesn't actually trigger right away. You have your turn to figure out a way out of it, but if I move to another square that's also one he can shoot at, then I die. And if I was there, and if I moved even out of his line of sight, if he could turn to track me, then he will automatically, and that will fuck me up, obviously. In this situation, the other thing I could do is actually run out and... Ah, it's such a shame that drone's blocking the way. Because I could... Deckard could take out this guy, and once he was down, she would actually be able to take out that guy. And that would be all 3 of them. But that fucking drone... Why didn't... Oh, both those went up in security as well, so those 2 demons haven't even triggered yet. So just the alarm alone screwed me on 3 different fronts. Just because the alarm ticked over to the next level increased all the hacking difficulties of everything, and everything that would have been hacked this turn is now going to be hacked next turn instead. And that was really fucking critical. That camera drone can't do anything. I think she's got to close the door. I don't think there's any sane... Surprising, wasn't it? She might as well steal, because that doesn't cost anything. Oh, that's a guy I've already knocked out before, I think. She could just leave and Deckard could be left behind. But she's actually not in that much trouble. She can close this door. So even if they come through that one, they won't be able to see her. And then she could additionally... She can't ambush them when they come through because her taser is still recharging. So she should probably just get as far away and in as good cover as possible. I kind of think like that is good, because the only way they would get her from there is if they came all the way specifically to that square and then looked in that direction, which is pretty unlikely. Because I think to come around the other side would take too many action points. So, that's a thing. You know, Deckard could still take out that guy. The trouble is, this guy, he'll go to investigate that, but in doing so he'll look right in this direction, so that's not great, is it? What Deckard could do is use this unfortunate series of events to go shopping. But again, he might as well do that on his way out. I don't want him to leave yet because we're going to hack these two things. So, haven't entirely convinced myself of that, but whatever. I wish either of these two guys had the skills to use the equipment they've got. Okay. Can't hack anything for 3 turns. And all safes are alarmed. Actually, that's a good thing. This means when I open this safe, the guards will come to it. But a guard's going away from me. Oh my god, 400. This was worth it. This was really worth it. God, he can do both in one turn. That's fantastic. Corporate intelligence. I am going to upgrade my inventory to take that. I don't think it's worth it, but upgrading your inventory is just a thing that's going to happen anyway. It's the most vital thing to upgrade. So now, some of these guys are distracted. My drone is ready. That's hard to switch to. I wonder if, like, the drone is on the body now, but so is a guard. It's like a guard, a drone, and a corpse all in the same space. My theory was that staying on that, putting the drone on the unconscious guard would keep the guard pinned effectively, even though a drone isn't technically pinning him. Just because I imagine the reason that standing on someone pins them is that they can't get up because they would be in your square. But that guard is in the drone square anyway. But at the same time, actually, like the KO thing on the top right there says KO 3, which is what it is when they're freshly knocked out. So that's encouraging. I don't know whether now she can attack not next turn. Well, she can attack on her next turn, but that means I can't put her in Overwatch right now. So she could just stay where she is, or I could use this time to investigate this area. I don't think I will. I've already taken enough chances. I think she should basically stay exactly where she is, or maybe even go up here. The only consideration is once her taser is charged, I want her to be able to get back into the action that turn. To be honest, I think she's in the best spot. She's in no greater danger of being detected than she was last time. Maybe go hit this way so that if someone comes along... Oh no, she can't melee anyway. I forgot the thing I just said. The thing that happens to me a lot. So I'm going to leave the drone there, I think. He's going to be there for 2 more turns, at least. And I think that... My theory is that is actually pinning the guard. Don't know for sure, but... It's not doing any harm, and he can't really do it much to help. Hopefully they'll come to investigate Deckard, who I will leave in melee. Yep, here he comes. Well, Deckard take this guy out, no problem. That's great. Taser surprise! And he's got credits. And even on the same turn, Deckard could come in and go shopping. The question is whether International could take out this guy, and she fucking could. She totally could. Doing it. You get tased too! Everybody gets tased! Don't need that. International is now... Oh no, she can still move. This guy could shut the door if he likes, or he could get out of the way. And Deckard can go over here and now use our 1,800 from mission 1 to potentially buy things. Yeah. Oh my god, 2 of these things are great. Can't sell corporate intelligence. That's so annoying, because the only reason to have it is that you can sell it. Oh my god, 3 of these things are great. Predictive Balling's an amazing org. Shock Trap is putting stuff on doors. I guess an argument against getting that right now is that it requires an Anarchy upgrade. Oh wait, so does this one though. Oh, that requires Anarchy 4. So that one's the crazy one. But it's such an amazing thing, particularly if you already have another Buster chip, which we do. It's not that expensive, really. If I did get that, it would make sense to get that as well. Because they both require Anarchy and this one requires less, so... 6-turn cooldown is pretty steep. Gun is good. That's my informed opinion. But very expensive, and there are better guns. And I may not need armor piercing anytime soon, although I did on this mission. Predictive Balling is really good. It's really cheap for some reason. I don't know why it's so cheap. You get 6 action points every time you take someone down, and as you've noticed, we take people down a lot. And that means you can drag their corpse to safety and stuff. This stim thing, I don't know that I will actually... Oh, it refreshes his attack as well. Oh my god, that's amazing. Oh, that's really good. I have to keep that. Corporate intelligence, I'm pretty sure, I'll drop just for the inventory space. Shock Trap, Buster Chip, Predictive Balling. I want all 3. The combined cost is 1600. I have 1800, but I need some of that money to upgrade my inventory to carry it all. Shock Trap isn't that great, to be honest. Buster Chip is really great. Shock Trap is one of those things that it's great, but I just forget to use it a lot. It's kind of like having another knockout, but at a 6-turn cooldown. Don't know. This is extremely tricky. I think yes to Predictive Balling, and yes to... Does she have any spare slots? She got that map thing, which is... It is the whole reason we're here, but I don't know if it's as worth as much as some of these items. These items are amazing. I suppose you could sell the lesser Buster Chip, because the better one... No, it's so good to have 2 of them though. Having 2 of them is effectively halving the cooldowns. Yeah, we've got to have 2 of them. I've got to get the Buster Chip, and I've got to have Predictive Balling, and that means dropping the corporate intelligence. I also want the stim. Oh wait. There's an obvious solution here. Predictive Balling, 300. Easy buy, and it's an org, so I can just install it right now. And that means I've got a free inventory slot to carry the Buster Chip. Which means I can afford the Shock Trap if I can free an inventory slot for it. But I can't really, can I? Everything I've got is so fucking good. That's my biggest problem. All my shit is too good. Could investigate that room, but no, that's opening a crazy hornet's nest. Yeah, I might just leave it at that. If I could upgrade the inventory and get that Shock Trap, I would. But that would cost 100 more than I have. Oh, it is kind of tempting to look for more stuff, isn't it? There's nowhere else. In the rest of this map, there's no more money. Yeah, we literally went for every safe in the end, didn't we? Oh, fuck it. Let's go for everything. I think that guy can stay where he is, on top of The drone. Yeah, he's still 3 turns unconscious. If that makes any sense. Drone actually is going to wake up eventually. She's only got 2 AP right now, so she can't do too much. I'm wondering if we could drag the corpses outside, because when they wake up I don't want them to be here. Don't want this camera drone to be here when he wakes up either. But he is keeping a corpse pinned. But he's also blocking Deckard from getting in, and Deckard could keep a corpse pinned if he wanted. Let's get rid of him. And let's pick this one up. I probably can't take him anywhere at all, can I? Nope. Yeah, I think she will drag the bodies out, because Deckard is so much faster. I think he'll make up the distance. Okay, this is ridiculous. Hope to God there's no other living guards on this level. Oh fuck! They introduced one. Alright, I think it's time to abort. I don't think this is going to work. Triple check I'm not missing anything obvious. There isn't a way to buy that shock trap. Unless I drop something I'm carrying, such as the map I came here for. Nope. Forget it, we're just going to leave. We're just going to leave. There comes a time to do the sensible thing instead of the crazy thing. That said, I am going to wait for 2 more turns because your power is persistent between levels, and so I might as well wait for it to recharge 2 stages. If I thought this through better, I could have actually had International go and pick some more up. But oh well, we're out. So that is an incognito mission. That's probably the most taxing first mission I've ever done, but to be honest, every time the first mission has had something that was surprising or grueling or difficult about it, and that's kind of why it's awesome.